Hi there, you know what this is? It's Blackbird by the Beatles. This was actually a request from one of my subscribers, Doug. So thanks for being a subscriber, Doug. I do really appreciate it. Hope you enjoy this lesson and the rest of you too. See you in a sec. Bye for now. All right, so Blackbird by the Beatles. We've got a whole bunch of 2-finger chords. All that sort of thing, right? Now, when Paul McCartney plays it on the record, he does this kind of Paul McCartney guitar playing, which when it comes to, there's 2 patterns in the song, there's 2 rhythmic patterns. You get that kind of thing. And then he does this other pattern, which we're going to call the complicated pattern. Come up in a second. Now, he does this weird thing that I don't see very, very often, but he basically plays with his index finger. He goes to make the rhythm, right? Right? I don't know how useful that is to learn that exactly like that, but if you want to learn it exactly like that, we'll talk about it. Generally, what I tend to do is that kind of thing, because it's a pattern that you will use again in other songs, right? So. That's the kind of disclaimer at the front of the lesson. So, let's see how we go. We're going to kick it off with a G. So your 3rd finger goes on G on the low E string, and you're going to pinch with your thumb and your 1st finger, and you're going to go, and then always hit the G on the offbeat. So you're going to get 1 and then we're going to hit an A minor 7, and then we're going to hit G with the B bass. Now, so far we've got G, A minor 7, G over B. Now, just have a little practice of that. Maybe stop the video. Pinch, 1st finger. Pinch, 1st finger. I'm pinching with my 2nd finger here, by the way. See what I mean? Okay. So, 1 and 2 and 3. Then he slides. Now, if you want to use your 1st and little fingers, it's actually kind of cool, because down here at the 2nd and 3rd fret, you can keep them in the same aspect to each other, but by the time you get to the 10th and 12th frets, they're the right distance apart, okay? Whereas if you turn it there, it might be a bit harder to get there. All right, so we got G, A minor 7, G over B, slide up to G at the 10th fret. Okay, so this is the complicated pattern. This is how I would play it. We're going to play pinch, 1, 2, thumb, 2, 1. So the rhythm there is 1 and 2 E and. So together, doing it in 2 parts. So we've got together 1, 2. Together 1, 2. So thumb and 2nd finger together, and then 1, 2. And then we've got bass, 2nd finger, 1st finger. So together 1, 2, thumb, 2, 1. Together 1, 2, thumb, 2, 1. Or you could do. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm pinching, and then I'm just brushing with my 1st finger over those strings. Just like that. Yeah? Together, the 2 strings together. Da, 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 da. Yeah? So you can do it like that. Or like that. I'm sure Paul won't mind. Okay, now, next up. We basically get up there, and that's the intro, so. And then we're going to go start the song. Blackbird singing in the dead. Okay? And then we're going to kick off kind of the versey bit with a C. So you're going to play 3 and 5, then we're going to switch around, and we've got 4 and 3. So 3 and 5 on the 5th and 2nd strings. Then you're going to switch around to 2 and 4 on the 5th and 1st strings. So you get 1 and 2 and. Here could use your 1, 2, 3 fingers, right? This is what I would do. Pinch, pinch. And then you do exactly the same move, just 2 frets up. Okay, so we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we go back to the other pattern, the kind of complicated pattern. We're going to pinch, this is like an E minor, we've got an E here and a G. Yeah. Then you're going to come down with your first finger to E flat, or, okay. And then we're going to go to here, to D. And then we do switch all the way around. So far, let's just repeat what we have. Again, pause the video and have a little practice of this. C, and then it's A7 with the C sharp bass. And then D, switch around. And then complicated pattern, E minor, E flat. And then D, switch all the way around to C sharp. And then we've got C major. 3 and 5 again, C minor, 3 and 4, and then G over B, 2 and 3, A7, D7. Now here you're going to strike the bass on the D strings, it's a D, and then G. Okay, so again, all the way up and all the way down, we've got C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E minor, E flat, and then we're going to go to D, switch around to C sharp, whoops, C major, C minor, G over B, A7, D7 with a D bass, and G. Okay, all right, so I hope that's clear. The next part we're going to just learn is the interlude, and then he plays basically C, G over B, complicated pattern, A, D, G. Okay? And then it plays verse 2, which is exactly the same as verse 1. At the end of verse 2, we're going to go into the chorus. So that kicks off on F. It's going to go E minor, D minor, C major, B flat 6. And then it goes back up to C. So simple pattern, simple pattern, simple pattern, simple pattern. Complicated when we get to B flat, down, da, 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 and then up to C. Okay. And then again we repeat exactly what we just had. F, E minor, C, as a D, C, D minor, oh my god, C major, B flat, A7, D7, and now here you're going to repeat exactly what we had in the verse. And it's an instrumental part, which is just the verse again. At the end of that, you play another chorus. Okay, then we have after the second chorus. Sorry, brain stopped there for a second. We're going to play a bit called the slowdown, which I call the slowdown. He does. He does this kind of thing where he goes from the complicated. Bird sings. And then he goes all the way down. A minor, B, G over B, sorry. C, B, G over B, A7, D7, and then plays verse 3. Okay, so that slowdown section was you're just going to go exactly like the beginning of the song. 2, 3, 4 times, that complicated pattern 4 times, and then there's 3.5 of simple patterns, right? So we get, and then it slows down 1 and 2 and 3, and then you get that G, A minor, B, C, G over B, A7, D, and then you go straight back into verse 3. Blackbird singing dinner. Okay, so it goes all the way through that again, and now when you get to you're only waiting for this moment to arise, and then it has a little coda which basically repeats the same 2 bits, except it goes C, G over B, A, D, G. Last one. And that is how you play Blackbird by the Beatles. So thanks very much for watching. I do appreciate it. Please do click that subscribe button. And if you are able to support the channel with only $3 a month, you can go to patreon.com/Simon Morell. Thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And I will see you next time. Enjoy playing this tune.